Welcome to a 13-part special series for Alumni Live, the podcast. These are conversations with Grand Valley State University film and video students, faculty, and alumni about the film and video major. When I graduated, a lot of my reel was stuff that I did in clubs at Grand Valley. What are some clubs that are out there now? Ariel, I see you just joined us. Ariel, you want to tell us about some Grand Valley clubs?
Yeah, one of the biggest ones that has been my favorite is GVTV, which is Grand Valley TV. This is one of the coolest clubs that I've ever been a part of, very briefly, but it's a 100% student-run organization, and they do everything. They write, they review, produce, and air content, and that content can range from news, fiction, documentary, even cartoon programs. And this has been it's been really fun being to some of these meetings because at first, going into this program, there's a lot of people. It's a big community. Everyone's really tightly knit. So me being kind of like the outsider coming in for the first time, I was like, okay, I'll try out, GVTV because, I'm a film nerd and I kind of want to see what it's about. But it's such an accepting space. All the people that are on it are just fun, just well educated, just hilarious people that just make it so much fun. And it's like they accept you, they welcome you, and you get to film things with these cool people. I got to be cinematographer for one of the shows that they did. It was a fiction show, and that was a fun experience working with everybody. It's just a really cool organization that is, like I said, 100% run by students. So you really get that hands-on experience and just have fun with your colleagues and just produce content. It's a great time.
That is so cool to hear that. I was in the first generation of GVTV many, many years ago. So I'm so glad that it's grown into such an organization. There's not just production clubs, but there's also some clubs where you can watch things, write about things. Spencer kind of mentioned some of those. Are any of you involved in other clubs other than GVTV?
Jordan and I actually founded a club called the Cinematography Club. And so both of us love cinematography. Both of us kind of wanted to learn more and start building that community around, which is another point that if there isn't a club that you feel like fits you, then you can just start one. And it's a great way to, meet people. It also looks great on a resume to say that you started a club. And a lot of what we do is just sharing information. We host live events. We brought in a local West Michigan cinematographer, and he will do lighting demonstrations with us. We also brought in Professor Joel Petrikis. We screened one of his films, and then afterward, he talked about kind of the making of what his process was and kind of creatively how he designed the look. A lot of the events we do now are virtual. And obviously, here's our website too. This is where you can see different resources, learn from stuff, our past meetings. And yeah, that's just a lot of what we do.
So you're living film, you're breathing film, you're also doing it for fun. Tell us a little bit about, sitting down and watching some movies with other students. Like what is that experience like on campus?
Yeah, that's great because I feel like I'm not a really niche filmmaker. And so there's a lot of things I haven't been exposed to, but then so many students have this knowledge of like different films and everything. And so through the program and through different students and professors, I've gotten exposed to films I probably wouldn't have watched otherwise. And even if I'm not necessarily going to emulate those films in my own work, I still feel like I've grown as a filmmaker because I've been exposed to so many different things, and that's really key is that you need to have, like, this broader knowledge so you know what you wanna do, right?
Right, and that certainly helps when you sit down and you're not sure what to watch on Netflix. Like, I've still got friends from film school where I text them and be like, "Hey, what should I watch?" And they'll, come right away with, like, 3 things that I've never even heard of and then end up being some of my favorite movies. So friends with good taste are important. I got those at Grand Valley. Cody, tell me about the Film Academy. What's that all about?
Yes, I am on the executive board and I'm the treasurer. And as of 2020, according to our website, the Grand Valley Film Academy is an on campus student organization that serves as a platform for students to showcase their film and video work. Our goal is to create an unforgettable film, festival, and ceremony experience. There's a beautiful red carpet with a beautiful backdrop, and we all will get together and enjoy what has been produced. And although most of our submissions are from film students, we encourage all Grand Valley State University students to participate in the arts. Some of the categories include best fiction, best nonfiction, animation, best music video, best script, and many more.
And these are all like really great movies. Like, every year when I get to see them, I'm astounded. Like these are professional level films that students are churning out.
Right. Yeah. We want to celebrate the work of our fellow students and we want them to showcase their work and also have their parents come by or have their relatives, friends see what they've created and worked so hard to produce.
And so you're on the executive board of this. What does that mean as a student? Like what kind of skills are you using to build these events?
As our e-board really emphasizes teamwork. We want to create a group that will get the job done, execute our plans. And this year, the event could be virtual because of COVID, but we're hoping that we can actually have an in-person event despite the circumstances that we're in. But we would really love to create an event that is exciting, fun, and free to network.
Right. And again, just building those professional skills. And it's going to be, you're going to be so confident if all of a sudden you're emailing the Sundance Film Festival and you're like, hey, like I've got these skills. They're going to be like, we need those skills. I'm just so proud of all you students and just achieving so much. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Alumni Live, the podcast special series about the film and video major. Be sure to listen to the next episode in the series. And subscribe to our podcast to hear even more from our alumni as they talk about their work in different parts of the industry. Check out Alumni Live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for more conversations and networking. Let us know what topics you want to hear our alumni talk about. The Grand Valley State University Film and Video Alumni Network is here for you, and we're glad that you're here. Thank you for listening.